What's up, cave dwellers? I'm Gabe.
And I'm Drew Pool.
And my face is hot, and I'd like to take this off.
Your face is flat.
Yeah, I'm taking it off.
Why?
Because I don't like it.
I can't believe you do that. What is up, everybody? I'm putting my hat back on the way I like to wear my hats.
It's fair.
These are my normal hats. Everybody thought I just wore flat billed hats. Can you believe that?
No, you picked that up from Chris.
I really didn't. That's one bad habit. Maybe I did.
Yeah, you picked that up from Chris. Because he used to wear baseball caps and these, and then he only wanted us to order flat bill caps because they were what was popular.
I only wore baseball caps when I was working outside.
Yeah.
And then
wore those.
I wore these.
Yeah.
But then
you never wore flat bill caps.
No, but that's what we had here.
Yeah, I know. Because that's what Chris wanted.
Right.
Because it's what he likes. And he knew it does sell. They're the ones that sell.
They do. They actually sell. That's what everybody likes flat billed hats.
I don't. They're not comfy.
Huh?
They're not comfortable.
Well, sure they are.
No, they're not. Baseball caps are more comfortable.
These are actually more comfortable.
You're right. They are.
Yeah.
Flat caps are way more comfortable.
All right. So, welcome to Gabe's Cave, another episode.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about what's going on, man.
Well,
we got our sponsor to thank, right?
Yeah, we do. You got me. Yeah, there it is.
We do. Look here. But you know what? We really need the other thing. Where's it? Here it is. You know, we've been on a card kick.
Yeah.
Lately, and with different cards and stuff. Probably next week might be another card episode. Who knows? I mean, we are Gabe's Cave Comics Cards and Collectibles.
Yeah.
But our sponsor is Comic Shield. ComicShield.com.
Yep.
If you're into shipping comics or cards, graded
or not,
these little boxes here are absolutely incredible.
That's a graded card box.
This is a graded card box, and you can do like up to 3 graded cards in one of these boxes.
Then you've got the regular comic boxes that fit regular comics, and then they have a thicker version of them that are for graded comics, and they can fit probably around 3 or 4 graded comics.
These things are amazing. These lips right here holds the comics straight. They don't move. I mean, it is perfect for a bag and board comic.
Absolutely.
And you can do up to like 3
modern
or 4
specifically.
Actually, no, you can do several of any of them.
Can you?
Yep. But I say you can do golden, silver, and current modern age.
Yeah.
But these, I mean, I've had these things filled to the rim where I've had it like this right here, and I've had a piece of tape going from here to here to keeping it in still. But you can ship in these boxes. Mm-hmm. That's what's great about them. You don't got to have anything else to ship them in. I mean, just write you.
Put your shipping label on there, and then there you go.
Absolutely.
It works great.
It's real tight, I mean,
it's simple, it's safe, and it's easy packaging.
I swear, I'm trying not to be doing that, but they're really tough.
Yeah.
And, you ain't got to worry about your comics being bent.
Yep.
They arrive the way they're supposed to arrive.
That's right. They do. And our other sponsor is, of course, Gabe's Cave Comics, Cards, and Collectibles, which is our storefront. If you're ever in the El Dorado, Arkansas area, come check us out.
GabesCave.com.
Yep. We also have our website.
Yep. Check out our online store. We also, look here, we also have the new book.
Yep, we do. Our new book just released a couple weeks ago.
The Adventures of Gabe's Cave, The Last Hunt.
Yep.
It's a really cool book written by...
It's funny. I never thought I'd like a green Gabe's Cave logo, but I really do. Green and white looks really good.
Check out this new book here. This is, and I don't know if we can show it here, look at this Predator homage cover.
Yep.
It is an amazing book. I'll just kind of go over it with y'all a little bit so you kind of see the artwork in it. Leon McClare is the artist of this one, of this cover. I'm just going to kind of show it like this right here a little bit. Rob Dieterle.
Mm-hmm. It looks good.
Leon LeClaire is the cover artist on this actual episode, or this cover right here.
Yeah, this issue.
I mean, the covers were Austin Acker, Leon LeClaire, Tone Rodriguez, James Weisinger, Jake Goodman, Dan Walls, DJ Hall. Keith Miller done a lot of work on this too. Derek Day done the lettering. I mean, this is really a really cool book.
It is.
Anyway, is written by David Correz Jr. and Rob Dieterle.
If I'm right, and I think I am, those are available on our website.
These are available on our website.
So that would be somewhere you could pick one of these up if you can't come see us in store. We're not going to spoil any of the story for you.
No, we're not. We're not going to go in deep in it. But yeah, you need to pick up the newest copy of The Adventures of Gabe's Cave, The Last Hunt. You can do it online.
That is issue 2?
This is issue 2.
All right. Anyways, we are going to be at 2 Oklahoma cons. We're at the OKC Pop Culture Con and the Texoma Comic Con in Durant, Oklahoma. They're on the same weekend, February 24th and 25th. We'll have 2 crews, one at each of them. They'll be fun. So if you're in the area of either one of them, come see us.
Absolutely. Yeah. OKC Pop Culture Con convention it's been happening for several years. Rod does a phenomenal job with the Comic Cons he has in Oklahoma City. He's an agent for several celebrities and stuff like that. So he does a phenomenal job with his 2 cons. And then you have Texoma Comic Con. It's the first one in Durant, Oklahoma. It's going to be at the big casino there, the Choctaw Casino or something like that, I believe. So make sure, come see us. It'll be the first one there. I don't know. It seems like it's got a pretty good lineup. We're just excited to be a part of both of them. Both of them are our friends, and we've been dealing with Rod and Chris for a long time. Yeah,
be a lot of fun.
Remember that we're still giving away cards every single week. The one-on-ones.
They are on Facebook and Instagram is where our giveaways are.
Yep.
But always remember to go check that out and see which cards you like.
Absolutely. It's a lot easier, actually. You don't have to go in there and comment and do all that stuff. There's a link right there on the post each week. All you got to do is just click on the link, fill in your information, and boom, you're registered for the card giveaway. And I'll tell you what, the last 2 week cards have been smoking. I don't think I've ever. I do not have a personal J Manchan card in our collection. In my collection, I don't.
I don't know if I do either.
But, he does phenomenal Star Wars cards. I mean, he does a phenomenal job. Yeah. He's a big celebrity over there in the UK. Yeah. When he shows up at cons, I mean, he's a big time celebrity over there. Yeah. One day, maybe we can have him here. Never know.
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know if he ever comes across the pond.
I don't know. It's a big pond.
And we're going to have a special guest here at the shop.
On that Sunday, February 4th, it will be Gary Anthony Williams. He'll be here from 1 to 4 at the cave.
Yep. He's the voice of Uncle Ruckus. Yep. One of the most craziest characters I think that's ever been on a show. He's the book. He was the voice of. Was it Bebop or Rocksteady?
Bebop.
Bebop, I think. Yeah, I think Bebop on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He was Pops on. I don't remember what show it was. He's been so many voices. It's unreal. And every time, like I said,
regular show.
On the regular show,
he was Pops on regular show.
Yeah,
that's funny and.
That's
funny.
He's been the voice of. He's. I don't know how many characters, but a lot of characters he's been the voice of. And I know he's on the new Night Court. Yep. He's filming that right now because that we had to make an announcement here this past week. He was actually supposed to be here on February the 2nd. Yep. And due to filming issues, he had to reschedule and everything and bring him in on February 4th. So. but really excited about it. He's a super, super nice guy. Hopefully El Dorado will really appreciate bringing him in here. That sounded funny, didn't it? Didn't even sound right, did it? First of all, he's going to be if you're anywhere, if you're watching this from Pine Bluff, Arkansas, Gary's going to be at Doubleheader on February the 3rd. When this airs, he will be at Doubleheader signing in Pine Bluff from 11 to 2.
Yeah.
And then he's going to be at Kapow Comics in Sherwood, Arkansas on February 3rd, Saturday, February 3rd. And that's going to be from 3 to 6 p.m.
Yeah.
And then he'll be here on Sunday, 1 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
If you get a chance, make sure you come by and say hi to Gary Anthony Williams. I don't think you'll regret it. He's a phenomenal guy, phenomenal voice actor, and we're really excited about having him here. It's going to be a lot of fun, actually. You know, I've seen some where he's dressed up as Uncle Ruckus, and has actually
been in character for
showing up at award ceremonies and things like that. That would be, how hilarious would it be?
It would.
So, Gabe, what are we doing today? What's our topic today?
Today we're doing another we're ripping packs, but we're opening a new card game that released a couple months ago. Lorcana. It's Disney's first trading card game. It's run by Ravensburger.
By who?
Ravensburger. They're a company that is essentially it's another company that's just running the show for Lorcana, but Disney's got the big name on it.
Well, this actually came out, I believe, the end of last summer.
Yeah,
is when they come out, and it was so hard to get.
Yep,
it was unreal. The shortage on them was really, and people were gouging. I mean, I remember the first 3 or 4 packs I bought them at $20 a piece.
Yep.
And that was just for the first series of them.
Yep, the first chapter, and then this here is the second chapter. This is their second set, and they've got another set coming out this February.
So it's really catching on.
It's working in some places, not as big here, and a lot in it's big in population centers, I'd say, in cities.
The bigger cities.
Yeah, bigger cities. It's getting bigger.
I bet this is big in Florida. In California, where Disney is.
It would be probably biggest
because there's a lot of Disney there. I'll go ahead and tell you, you wouldn't believe how many people actually love Disney.
Oh, I know.
And are when I say Disney fans for life,
like they're not. It's not like the certain movie or anything. No, I know. I'm aware.
They just love Disney.
Yeah, they're just.
And you know what?
It's funny. People from Florida call them Disney girls.
Well, Disney was, I have to say, until Star Wars came along.
Well, that's their whole hobby, is they just go to Disney parks on weekends.
No doubt.
They get whatever pass they can to be able to go through the whole
If I lived there, I'll go ahead and tell you, if I lived there, I'd be going to Disney quite a bit because I love Galaxy Edge.
See, it's cool. I don't know if it's something I could do every weekend, but if that is your thing, then more power to you. I mean, I'm glad that you have fun with it.
I love riding rides. I love being around crowded people, so it doesn't bother me none. Galaxy Edge changed Disney because, it was all about the fairy tale, it seemed like to me, Disney. And we'd been a few times, but it seemed like it was designed around little girls, you know what I'm saying, in the fantasy of, dreams do come true and things like that. But until really Galaxy Edge came along.
That and then the Pirates of the, Pirates of the Caribbean. Is Pirates of the Caribbean there?
It was, yeah. But really, I mean, Galaxy Edge really changed it to where a lot of boys really want to start going to going to Disney too. And with us having friends there and stuff like that now, it's really fun for us to get to go. Mm-hmm. Well, let's rip some of these packs and just tell them each one of them and
all right, so here we have a deck. This is a pre-made deck by the company over Lorcana. It's ready to play as soon as you take it out of the box. You can put sleeves on it or whatever you want just to make it feel better, but you just take it, open it up, you shuffle it up, and you can sit down and play.
So you play a game kind of either like Magic or kind of like Pokemon, right?
It's similar to Magic more than anything.
Okay. All right.
It's a lot less complicated. There's a lot less vocabulary. And because it's brand new and fresh, all of the vocabulary that is there that they'll eventually probably stop putting all of the description on is already on.
Do you think they did it to get, because Magic, I'll go ahead and tell you, Magic is not for 5 and 6 year old kids.
It's 13 and up is what it's
right.
for. This is for 8 and up.
Okay.
Do I think anybody under 8 can understand it? Yes. But you'd need help. You'd need a lot of help.
They designed this for
kids.
A little bit younger generation.
Yes.
But even for the Disney people at heart, too.
Yes. On top of that, as far as Lorcana goes, if you are into existing trading card games, you will probably like Lorcana. However, it is very slow. It's a slower paced game, even for a 60 card format of playing trading card games. It's slower and there's not as much interaction. In fact, there's really no interaction. You can't do things on other people's turns. When it's somebody's turn, they get the full stage. However, if you take one of these and you find something you like and you go build your own thing out of it, I promise you'll have fun. The pre-constructed decks are good for learning the game, but they're not great for having fun with it.
Because
buying packs and building your own thing is where you enjoy the game.
You've been building these. You've actually been learning to play it quite a bit.
So I've put 3 decks together so far. I'm still looking for cards out of it, and I'm happy we're opening these because I actually need some stuff out of Floodborne, and I have not bought Floodborne.
Well, let's open one up and show them what it is. Let's open up the deck. So these decks retail somewhere around $21, $22, right?
Yes.
And you can find them all over the place, from your local comic shop, your card shop, to Walmart, all different places.
So the big thing is this one comes with, it's of course going to show off 2 cards, Merlin. And there are, instead of having in a lot of games where they have you can only have 1 of certain cards, or you can have 4 of the same card, you can still have 4 of the same card, and every single deck comes with a pack. So we'll set the pack there with the rest of our packs. And then it comes with this almost it's a wax paper sealed deck, which a lot of places have started using this paper. I guess it's better for the environment than plastic.
Yeah.
But in this, you've got, if I can get a hold of it. So in this, you've got a full 60 card deck. And the way the game works is, in most games, you need something like, let's say Magic, that is very similar to, you need lands. They are what allow you to play your cards. Well, in this, instead of playing lands, if you understand anything on Magic, any card that there's a symbol that circles the number in the top left. You can, instead of playing this card, you can flip it face down. That's great. Flip it face down and play it like that, and that is your ink. Ink. And that's essentially how you play your cards. It's how you pay for your stuff. It's your money, essentially. But it's a fully constructed deck. It's optimized to be able to play, and it's based less around a single color. Oh, okay. So
you got Merlin right here, and that's like is that a full card?
Yeah, it's foiled. They're foiled. So they've got, I don't remember if they call them foiled or not. And then there's a special version of cards called Enchanted, and they're the ones you want to look for, but they are also insanely expensive.
Well, why would you have 3 of the same card in one deck?
So you can have consistency. You've got 60 cards and you only start with 7, and you're probably not going to draw 60 cards. So you want consistency. So the cards you do want, you want to hit them multiple times. So
this deck,
you can, yes. So essentially what you want is, instead of having, in the most popular format of Magic right now, which is Commander, you can only have 1 of each card. So you have to find a weird way to do things. With this, you've got consistency. In other trading card games, you have to find a way to get consistency. In this, it's already built into the mechanics of the game. So what you do with your deck is going to be happening more often. Well, you're going to be able to do it a lot more. And however you like to have fun with it, you should be able to do it pretty much every time. Their idea on, instead of using something like mana or energy or something like that in your deck, you instead get to just flip a card over for ink. That also takes away the, in a lot of the more complex trading card games, you don't have that. So there's a good chance that you're going to sit down at a table and you're just never going to get to play. That is a thing. It happens. No, in other games.
Oh, yeah.
In this, you will always get to do something. There should never be a game that you play in Lorcana that you can't do something.
Now, we've had several people that have come into the shop and buy these.
Yes.
But they're not playing it yet.
No.
So are we going to start playing this at the shop?
Yes. We just submitted our application to Ravensburger to become a Lorcana Play Store. Once they accept that, then we can have sanctioned play here. I'm trying at the moment to finish building a few more decks, and then I'm going to start teaching our workers how to play. Lex was not super interested in it, but it doesn't matter. It's gonna be his job. He's gonna live with it. But we're gonna teach our workers how to play, and once I've got workers that know how to play, then it's easy for them to get people interested. Once you can get people interested, you can sell it, and once you can sell it, you can teach people how to play it, and they can enjoy it.
Well, I was very interested in it when it first came out, and like I said, I'd bought I think 4 or 5 packs at $20 a pop. Because I was really hoping that it would be a cool game. Mm-hmm. And it looks really cool. And it doesn't look as difficult as Magic.
Yeah. So it's definitely, and probably a bad way to phrase this, but it's a gateway drug to other TCG games, and especially Magic.
The gateway drug?
It's the gateway drug.
Okay.
So it is...
But I think you're different. I think you're going to have different a different clientele to play Lorcana than you would Magic.
You'd think that. There are a lot of shops that play Magic regularly.
Yeah.
Their Magic clientele has stopped buying Magic and has started Lorcana.
Are you serious?
I kid you not. However, this is in scenes that people like to not play competitive. They like really slow games, but they love 60-card formats. That's where they're swapping over. I've actually, in a non-60-card format Commander, I've seen entire stores have to convert their whole player base to this because they stopped buying Magic.
Well, it's funny because a lot of people went from Magic to Flesh and Blood.
And then Flesh and Blood stayed there. They peaked and flopped. I was just talking to a guy about it a minute ago. He used to play at the Camden Card Shop.
And do they still have that shop there?
No.
Not at all.
Camden Card Shop is gone.
Oh. But Flesh and Blood, they don't play Flesh and Blood anymore. Nobody does.
No. So the only places they play Flesh and Blood now consistently are Oregon, Washington, New York. That's the only places they can actually
have some of the older boxes.
Well, the issue is
open a pack.
They're a new trading card game, and they tried to print with the same basis as Magic did, which Magic is owned by Wizards of the Coast, which is owned by Hasbro, and they have more stability to take losses.
Gotcha.
There's also a app on your phone called the Lorcana Companion app, and it is, if you get into Lorcana, it helps you key in your decks so you can log them. It lets you key in every single card that is released, and I don't think it fetches prices for you. If you're wanting prices, you'd want to go to TCG Player.
I think this would be a great game if we had on Saturday mornings.
Yeah,
I think this would be great to have at the shop in our game room.
Yeah,
because the younger kids could come.
Yeah,
but this would be a great place to. I really think so. I think if something like Saturday mornings from 10 to 2 or something like that, where we could, have or we don't open up to 11, do we?
No.
So 11 to 2 or something like that. Maybe 3 hours on Saturday mornings.
I'm going to take that one because it's Alice.
I got a Cinderella night in training.
Yeah. Hey, you got a prince. I was looking for him.
I have a Benja.
Yeah.
Benja, how you say his name?
I have no idea. I haven't seen that movie in a while.
Guardians of the...
But... so a big thing with Lorcana, it's very similar to Magic with the same way their stuff works. They have,
but designed for a younger generation.
Yes, and they've renamed a lot of the things that things say. There is no combat in this. It's supposed to be, I believe, a less violent game. if you want to consider Magic Violent.
Well, here's a good thing about it. This is only the second set.
Yes, and the next set, they are adding a new type of card. In this, there are only 3 types of card in this entire game.
So you can still find the first series.
Not really. Not reliably.
Well, we have some.
No, we don't. It's all sold.
Oh.
We sold out.
Okay.
However, you cannot reliably find the first chapter, but if you can, it's worth getting. You get a lot of good cards.
What did you call me? That's
Merlin.
the name of the card. What did you call me?
I called you Merlin. But yeah, it's definitely fun. I played 3 or 4 games with the pre-constructed decks, and they were, I hate to say it, excruciatingly slow. And it got to the point where it was less enjoyable. But then I was like, well, maybe it's whenever you build a deck that's more fun. And I built some decks, and it was a ton of fun. So there's only 3 types of cards in this entire game. There are characters, there are actions, and then there are items. Items are a permanent card. They sit on the field. They'll sit there for as long as they're there unless somebody removes it. Characters do the same thing. Actions, you use them and then they go away. There's a subtype, it's just a type of action called a song, and it's, your favorite songs from the actual show. Thanks. Bugging you?
I mean, it's right in your eye.
Oh, I know. I could see it.
So it makes it a lot easier to play it since there's only 3.
There's only 3. In this next set, they're adding a new card type, and it is it's not called setting, it's called places, I think, and it will be your places from all your favorite movies. So like you'll get the grasslands from The Lion King, you'll get Greece, you'll get the underworld, you'll get all kinds of different stuff. You'll probably get like the Beast's mansion, just all kinds of really cool stuff.
If somebody wants to come into the shop and just let's say, are you fixing to have a day like on a Saturday morning or whatever where you're teaching people how to play the game? Because I think that's what we ought to do.
Maybe it's. The goal is once we get signed on with Ravensburger, we can figure out when they like their stuff run. Because if they have a preference, then we have to follow that for it. And if it conflicts with times, then we're going to have to figure something out.
I'm just thinking to get, because I think what we're going to start off with is, number one, it's Disney.
It is.
It's not as strategic as Magic.
No, it is very strategic for what it is. So here's the thing. It's not as fast, and there's very little interaction. The wording is very simple. However, you have to plan your stuff very strategically. It's like you take chess and checkers, you dumb down chess and smarten up checkers, and then make it into a card game. That's what it is. So you take something that's very strategic and something that's not as strategic, and you make something in between.
Well, we can't do this like on a Friday night and expect, No. I think what we need to do is we need to have some classes.
Yeah, and
invite the community to come and learn Disney's Lorcana. The
big thing is, I'm the only person in the store that knows how, and I'm one person, so I can only teach one person at a time. It's a 2-player game.
Yeah, no, but let's just say if we did a little educational how to play the game, and we did a little deal in front of
another thing. If you buy a deck, it comes with a play guide that teaches you all the rules. On top of that, it comes with, I don't use these, but if it makes you feel better, you can use them. They're kind of neat, I guess. This is a playmat. That's how big it gets. But this is your playmat. This is all the space you need to play Lorcana. That's it. This little bit of space. That's all you need.
Bad.
And it folds up. Now, of course, you can use something else. This is definitely not as comfortable as what a normal playmat mousepad sized thing.
Well, can you not put that on your playmats?
You can.
Yeah.
But still, it's definitely something that is, it's nice that they send it with it. And then the other thing is damage counters. They're all punch outs. I have never used a punch out counter in any trading card game I've played, except for Lorcana.
You have a dice or something to count.
I normally do.
Okay.
For Lorcana, I use this. I actually do use these. Okay. I have a little wooden box that I carry them in.
So I think, what do you think about maybe on a Saturday morning from like 11 to 2?
I think it'd go well. I think I could do it. I think that it would just have to be something that would be planned. And I would definitely need more than just myself.
Right.
I would need a few other people because I can talk to people. Fine. That's fine. I can talk to people better than I can talk to a camera.
Yeah.
Way better. However, I can't talk to everybody at the same time.
So 8 years old, right?
Yeah.
So why don't we do this? Why don't we make a post on Facebook, on our group me, on our Gabe's Cave deal, introducing Lorcana, Disney's Lorcana, and having a tutorial on how to play the game like 2 Saturdays from now.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? And have it from like, we have popcorn and different things like that, drinks and stuff like that, and have a little Disney party.
Yeah.
Because I think that's who you're going to get.
Yeah.
I think you're going to get Disney fans first.
I think what I would get first is, so we have a Magic community here.
Yes.
I'm not going to be able to get the Magic players into this.
No.
However, I can get the Magic players that are parents into this. If they have kids, every kid likes Disney movies.
Correct.
Like, pretty much every single one, there's a Disney movie out there they like. I can get, and most Disney characters are in this game. If they're not yet, they will be. Every single one. They will be. They will do crossovers with every single property they have.
I'm opening this last pack.
Sounds good. And I promise you right now.
like Feeman,
Yeah. You just like,
scratching on myself.
Can I have it? No, but it's, I think,
Gorilla DeVille. That's cool.
Of course, kids that don't have something to do on Saturdays, or parents that want something to do with their kids. And then on top of that, I think it would be something that's easy to get Magic players that have kids into this.
It's
is very simple.
Pack, Queen of Hearts.
It's easier to learn than Magic. Now, if you want to teach your kids Magic, that's fine. That works great. But Lorcana is also a lot of fun. It's a lot simpler. And it's definitely something that's going to be a lot of fun. You'll get good pulls, and if you take care of those cards, they'll eventually be worth money. And then on top of that, if they ever do grow out of it, I mean, I wouldn't go and sell it, but I'd leave it to them to do what they wish to do with it. Just, I'd put it in a closet. So
this is kind of like Magic, but we're at the early stages. This is only the second set that's come out.
This definitely feels like an alpha edition of Magic. If you've ever gone back and looked at the alpha to collector's editions, they're all the same cards, just reprinted like 6 times.
But just think about if you had Series 1 and Series 2 Magic cards right now. I know we do, but they're stupid.
Yeah. That, and on top of that, these cards are, the play style of them is the same as it originally was in Magic. It's very simple. However, in Magic, you had more interaction early on. They do not in this. You can't do something on somebody else's turn. Doesn't matter what it is. You can't do it on anybody else's turn. Once it's somebody's turn, only they get to do things. So it is definitely a more like, once something's done, it's set in stone. It's not getting changed.
Well, let us ask some of our, because we have a lot of Disney subscribers, I guess you'd say, that follow us on our social media, from the Star Wars, from Lucas, things like that. Have y'all had any action or interactions with? Have any of y'all had any Lorcana cards yet? I know we've had a lot of people that have. Tell us about it. If you've already started collecting some of them, if you playing the game, if you're interested in playing the game, let us know. Reach out to us, comment on this video, what your experience is so far with Lorcana. We hope to be a store. What do you call it?
Lorcana Play Store.
A play store here. Yeah. We have the space. I think we have the clientele here. I really would like to, in a couple of weeks, to sit down and go ahead and start, announcing it.
Yeah.
And making some posts on our Gabe's Cave.
I got to get my stuff back, but yeah.
But I think it would be really, really cool to have. Where's your stuff at?
That's not mine, technically, so.
Okay. Ruby's?
Yeah. Hey, I buy the magic. She buys that. I'm fine with that. So
Maybe we could have it to where she's here with you.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It depends.
Cool. Huh?
It depends. But
if your school allows it.
Yeah.
So what else we got? That it today?
I mean, that's pretty much all I got. But yeah, we'll definitely, if you're in the store area,
pick up. Let's say support your local comic shops first.
Yeah.
Go to them. If they don't have them, go to Walmart.
Yeah.
But if your store's got them, your local shops, make sure you support your local shops.
If you're in our area, sometime around the next few weeks, absolutely come up here. I should by that time anyways have my Lorcana stuff, at least my decks, so I can work on them and stuff. But absolutely come by the shop. If I have my stuff, I might be able to get a game or two in. But and if you're just wanting to learn, and then I'm specifically building more than just 2 decks so that I can figure out stuff that people enjoy. Like I built something that I thought was funny. There's Musketeer cards. I was like, I'm building the 3 Musketeers. It's Goofy, Donald, and Mickey, and it's got just a bunch of goofy stuff in it, but it works really well because it's all built on one mechanic in the game called Bodyguard, which says, hey, if you're going to deal damage to something, it doesn't happen, or you can only do it here. It's control. I've got another one that's based on the songs in the game, which is all about just, it's a lot of manipulation of everything around the board. Yeah, but it's a lot of fun. And you get to see your favorite songs from all the movies, and you get to see a lot of the characters. And then another one I'm working on for myself that doesn't actually have any bit of synergy. It's just there because it's full of a bunch of characters I like. It is just a villains deck. And yes, I put Zeus in there because he's a villain, whether you believe it or not.
All right. So be looking forward to follow us on our Facebook, follow us on Instagram. I'm sure we'll be announcing a Saturday where we'll be doing some of this Lorcana. I believe it's something that we need to get out there pretty soon. So anyway, yeah. Well, thanks for educating us a little bit on this because I didn't know enough of it yet.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun. And if you do pick up a deck, of course, the little guide tells you everything.
Would you suggest people picking up a deck?
Yes,
because it has
because of this. And yes, because it teaches you how to play.
There you go.
I don't suggest you keep the deck together forever unless you really enjoy it.
Right.
If you really enjoy it right off the bat, then absolutely keep it.
I wouldn't think so. You want to build a better deck.
You absolutely do. Yeah. But if that's something you really enjoy, keep it. I just know from me, Ruby, another Lex, and then two of our other close friends. They sometimes work in the shop. They also have tried it, and they did not like the pre-constructed decks. I was the first one out of all of us to go and build decks, and I've gotten 3 of us to play the decks I built that are built around specific mechanics. They're more synergized. Everybody has enjoyed those more. So I'm not saying come bring me cards to build you decks. I'm saying go find something you like in the game to go build decks and enjoy it. But yeah, it's definitely worth doing.
Well, thanks for joining us on this episode of Gabe's Cave.
I appreciate it.
We will look forward to seeing everybody next week.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.